stuck in the past, stuck in the without you. Entering the Chakaverse, Chaka Crypto. Welcome to the Chakaverse. He out speaking Chaka facts, I'm out speaking Chaka words. We out making Chaka raps, we call this the Chakaverse. No, I can't help you cop the bag, but I can help you do research. So come and join the Chaka pack, explore the Chaka universe.
What is going on, everybody? I'm Chaka Crypto, and this is the Chakaverse, where we cover crypto news, NFTs, metaverse, and everything in between. And as you see from that little clip, we got the Lions Social Club in the house after their mint. We're going to be, I'll bring them up shortly. Let me say what's up to the chat really quick. Dead Render in the house. What's going on, man? Appreciate it. Hey, there we go. All right. Thanks for being here, buddy. And without further ado, we got Doc, Hodl Master, Gavin in the house. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, buddy?
Morning.
First of all, congratulations on that mint out.
Thanks, buddy. I think, didn't we mint out on the same day we had our show?
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, I don't know if
what happened
is formally
we rolled into Chaka. We had like 100 mints, and then after his show, bang, sold out overnight. So I think it's
awesome,
mostly
man.
Up to you, man. Thank you very much.
Oh, hey, that's cool. I mean, you guys, as the show was going, I was just watching the numbers go up and up. I had to buy during the show. I had to get me some NFTs because I was like, it's not going to last.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to introduce Mr. Hodl Monster here. He's one of our ambassadors. Our other one is doing some family time stuff. So he couldn't make it on today, but he's out there grinding away. So if you want to introduce yourself, Hodl Monster.
Yeah. What's up? Nice to meet you guys, and thanks for having me on the show with you guys as well. I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited to be part of the Lion Social Club. I found it by accident. I heard what these guys were doing, and I was just super excited to get a part of it. So I'm on the bandwagon now, and I love it.
Awesome, man. You found it by accident. So how did that happen? How did you become part of the Lion Social Club?
I've tried to trace it back. I think I heard Doc speaking and Gavin speaking in a space, and I just went down the rabbit hole. I felt really good about it. I liked what they were saying, and I degened in, man, and I'm really, really glad I did, man. It was a really fast sellout and exciting community to be a part of.
If you're on Twitter for more than 5 minutes a day, you're going to find Doc in a space somewhere.
Yeah, for real.
That's what we were saying in backstage. I was saying, man, like I was up at 6 a.m. and he was like in his space already.
Yeah.
I think I
normally
I had Doc
Australia,
on.
I have a lot of issues with time zones, like speaking to different people about different projects and things. But it's a bit of a problem because I just message Doc anytime, anywhere, any place, and he's oh yeah. So I'm not sure when he sleeps. It's a little bit confusing.
Like yesterday I had Doc on for a stream, and he's like, I gotta go on a Twitter space. I gotta go to Dragons of the West space. I was like, he's everywhere.
It might have been a Dragons of the West space, actually.
Yeah.
Dragons of the West.
I earned that title, the connector, through. It's funny because my wife, she's very lightly connected to what's going on. I mean, she kind of gets an idea. She watches some of the charts. She knows where we have our money and stuff like that. But when she heard I had the nickname the connector, she's like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she goes, it sounds like a movie title. And I'm like, but I don't know how to explain to you, honey, how it makes sense, but I've earned it.
I've earned it.
like the equalizer, and you got the connector.
Yeah, exactly. I tell people it's not the next Jason Statham movie. It's a title that I earned in connecting people across blockchains.
Yeah. Oh no, it was the Chitheads show yesterday, huh? How did that go?
That's actually today, right?
That was
after
today. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, fellas, what's next? What's next? Now that we've minted out, what's in the future now?
Well, Gavin, you want to go ahead and take that?
Well, we're just putting in all the normal parts that you would expect to be up and going already, but happily I can say we've pretty much got them down now. So we've got the Git book that's got the white paper and all the info about us. That's all done. The website is now all done, although we were going to launch it today in the space, but it's just not loading quite right. It looks terrific, but that'll be up, I would expect, today or within 24 hours. The next most important thing we want to do is invest our community fund. The first stage of that is electing our board, which we've got that vote running live now. I didn't check.
Here, Chaka, I will send you the link to that.
Hundreds
if you
of people
want to
have
post
voted,
it in the chat.
so that's good. That vote's only running for 4 days, so I think we're probably 1 day in now. So probably Friday or Saturday, depending where you are. That'll be official. We'll have our 5 board members elected, so then we can start coming up with propositions of where to put the money. And the guys on the board, their job will just be to come up with their best chosen ideas. So I would say we'll probably have 3 of those, and then we'll put that to the whole community to vote on, and that'll be our first investment. And we'll probably do that once a week for the next 4 or 5 weeks, probably investing 15 to 20% or something in 4 or 5 different projects, keep it diverse, but probably everyone will get kind of something they want. And then from there, that fund will start growing. So that'll be the community side of the fund really kicking into action, people having a real say in where the money goes, and we can, watch that grow. So that's just nailing all those things down is probably the first thing. And then, the next stage is really working towards Gen 1, which is, that'll be a few months away, the mint, maybe a bit less than 3 months, but, we've got to start nailing those things down. So we're very advanced with discussions with the developers and the artists, and we have a reasonable idea of where that's going to go. We're still working out what's possible and what's the best money versus outcome. You can't do everything you want in one go, but we want it to be terrific while still delivering to the community what they want. So yeah, it's go. I'd say it's taken up probably half of every day at the moment. It takes a lot of time just to do the littlest thing. Takes a lot of time. But no, we're getting there. We're making really good progress, especially this last week. I feel like a lot of things we've been working on are actually coming together. So no, we're going good. Nuts and bolts are all getting put in place.
That's great. And the website will be up soon. Can't wait to check that out.
We could probably have put it up today, like now, but it just wasn't running smooth, even though all the content's perfect. It looks great. Just wasn't smooth. So we're just going to give it another 24 hours to work out that bug.
Yeah. It was, it's done. It just, you know how it is. I mean, there's like one little thing that's not happening. We just wanted it to be, completely smooth. It does look good. And the Git book is put together, which includes our white paper and everything we're building. We'll have that link posted in our Discord under official links here soon, as well as put into our link trees on Twitter. And, it's it's been a lot of work, and it's been worth every second of the work. But we call him the mod boss, Dez. He's been helping us a lot get all this stuff squared away. And it's funny because he talks about he's in the UK, right? Mm-hmm. Or he's in Germany, I think. But his time zone, he goes to bed and if I slept normal hours, it would basically be Gavin and I up for a good chunk of the same day where we could discuss and get things where we like them. And then when I went to bed, Gavin would be able to pass the baton to Dez, and then when Gavin went to bed, Dez would be all. I mean, we have an around-the-clock system, even if I slept normal hours.
Yeah. Let me real quick say what's up to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys all being here. We got Dead Renders here saying what's up. 3 kids and a kitty. That's an awesome name. 3 kids,
I know, right?
3 kids and a kitty. 3 kids and a kitty. That's cool.
Appreciate
you being here.
Tweeting out a lot of stuff. Huge support.
And we got Waddy, the crypto hunter, in the house. Appreciate you being here. Another great YouTuber. Go check him out.
Waddy, I've been trying to get a hold of you, buddy. There's been a lot going on, man. We'll have to come and do a show with you sometime.
And Crypto Lounge in the building saying, what up in the Chakaverse? Interesting project. Appreciate you being here. Crypto Lounge, another great YouTuber. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Sorry to cut you off there. Doc, you're good.
Had
to say what's
good.
up.
I love all these people, and buddy, I've been following you since God. I don't even remember when the first time I came on your show. You only had like 200 subscribers or something like that, and
I think so. I don't know. Is it the very? It could have been before that. You've always been around.
All of the people that have been following you and subscribing to your channel, I've met a lot of them, especially the YouTube content creators from being on your show. And dude, it's why I come on your show. It's not, I mean, you're amazing as yourself, but I mean, the people that you have in your following are all solid. They're all I mean, for a guy that goes by the name The Connector, your pool of people that follow you, I've not met one that I could say that I wouldn't want as a follower or a supporter or a friend. Like, you've got awesome. A good, solid follower base. I love it.
Well, technically, I was following. I think I still feel like I'm following because I'm so new to it compared to them. I'm always there in their chats. I feel like I'm following them. But I appreciate that, man. I got a great community that it gave me the opportunity to be here today.
So I don't know if you've checked it out. If you want to maybe bring it up, we're doing really well. If anybody hasn't voted yet, the voting closes at 9 p.m. Eastern. The Boomer Squad Discord, underneath the main announcement channel, is the community updates channel.
So this is a different vote. Like I was just talking about the community vote. This is a vote where we're trying to win. What are we trying to win? I'm not even
okay,
sure
so there's the upcoming Zoomer launch. There's going to be a play to earn game, and those game tokens are going to be part of that whole process. And the amount, we're going to win 100 game tokens that is valued at 5,000 Crow. And we can use those game tokens from our community wallet to try and maximize those returns to spread. If you go to my link tree or go to the Boomer Squad Discord.
Where's it at in the Boomer Squad?
Right underneath the announcements channel, or you're in it. You're on it right now.
Something community. Yeah, that's it there. Yeah, that's it.
Scroll on up a little bit. There you go.
If you click go down. If you click on that line there, you've voted for us. The little line at the bottom.
Yeah, okay.
Chaka,
so these are the different projects.
That's not highlighted. You best click on that, Chaka. Click that lion.
So what am I voting for here? You guys got to sell me. What is this? What is this all about?
So the competition started as the Jarritos the Jarritos drink. They have an NFT, and those they did this competition where you nominate a project, any project across any blockchains, and then those nominations took you to the finals. And then you voted on the project there. It was a much larger scale competition. And I think there were 2 rounds or 3 rounds.
So it's really just seeing who's got the most active community, isn't it? So
yes.
It's really basically just by participating, you're showing you're in the community. That's all it really is. And then there's a prize after that. So
yes. And it should say in there the prize. If you scroll up a little bit more, there was the tweet. But anyway, our community just as such
I think we've got 250 odd wallets holding all the lines.
Yeah.
And we've got nearly, how many votes have we got? Like we've got
125.
So we've got nearly half or over half voted. That's pretty remarkable, I think. It just shows how engaged we are.
Yes.
So that's pretty good.
As such a young project, especially one that started the way that it did, and to be honest with you, I didn't think we had a shot to be nominated. And it's not because we're a bad project. It's not because we're not working hard. It's not because we don't have a great community. It's just, I mean, we're so young. And when I found out we had been nominated, I'm like, it doesn't surprise me, because I told you in the last show, Chaka, that there's something awesome happening in our Discord and in this project. The way these people come together and take care of each other and push this project forward it's just insane. And we got nominated.
If we don't win, it won't be because of Doc's lack of effort in pushing it, because he's been in every space on Discord.
Yeah, I
think everyone knows about it. That's for sure.
Yes.
And it's been good for the Boomers as well, no doubt. It's really been a good promotion on their part. I actually like it. What does he actually win, Doc? It's a token, but
it says 100 game tokens for the upcoming Zoomer game. I don't know,
but you get it personalized in some way, isn't there? Like, is there a line going on the token or something? Is that?
We're going to work. That's the part of that is us going to work with our artists about getting them customized. So yeah,
because that's what I like about it the most. I want one of those tokens, at least just one, just because it's going to have the Lion Social Club on there. So I was thinking maybe we could auction a few or something. You know, I'd be happy to buy my own, but or even the whole lot, we could just auction or sell, and then just put those funds directly into
whatever we want to do, because it's the community.
That'll be a community vote, I reckon. What we do with it, that'll be the easy way to sort that.
And they're not minting until March, so I mean we have time to come up with an idea what to do with it. But the community got us nominated. I mean, I put out a tweet, sure. And I was, kind of pushing the community in the Discord. I'm like, hey guys, get these tweets out, get us nominated. Honestly, I didn't think we had a shot, but we did. Not only did we make it, but we made it by quite a big margin. And so I figured, I looked at this situation. I go, okay, I have spent so long and so much of my time building relationships in this space. I'm going to go to everybody and tell them that, what we're doing and this is going on. And so I wanted to make sure to reward my community for all of the hard work that they did by going out and getting those votes as much as I can. And I got Voodoo. Boy, I've been giving him a hard time about this. And it was yesterday. I finally was in his DMs and I'm like, I DM'd him on Twitter or on Discord. And I'm like, Voodoo, I still don't see your name on the reaction list, bro. Like, do you really not, do you just not love me? And he's like, where is it? Damn it. I was like, I know you're busy, brother. And I know you love me, but I got to get that vote. Because
is Voodoo part of the community or what?
Voodoo's just a great supporter of Gavin and I's on all fronts. I don't know if he holds Lions or not. Maybe. But he has been a champion of ours personally, outside of both projects, Board Candy City and Lions. But through our relationship,
if he doesn't personally own Lions, I think he does. But if he doesn't, he's probably personally responsible for a lot of mints.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do have a question, Gavin. I know you were working your butt off to every you guys were having every 3 lions you met, you get a land drop. Are you all caught up and did you finish that?
Everyone that's gone through the process of requesting one has got one. I think there might be still a few that maybe people just lost to the system, but the whole flood of it is over. Yes, they're all out there. Everyone
I think those people that got lost in the system, Gavin, I don't think they were people that minted. I think they were airdrops from the previous founder because
I didn't check the ones to see who minted and who didn't unless they raised a ticket. So I'm pretty confident they're all done. Like everything that I know I need to do is done. So yes, it really felt strange actually waking up in the morning not having 50 tickets to go through and hand out lands. It was pretty much my life there for about a month. The whole mint, but got through that. Minimal mistakes. I think I missed a couple. I think I handed out one to someone that wasn't meant to get one, and they actually told me. But it was really quite a smooth process considering it was all done manually. I was pretty happy.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
It was.
I mean, even
because every single one, like I checked the mint, checked the date, then checked to make sure I hadn't already dropped one, on the lands, on the Chronos site, and then on the Ethereum, and then on the Imperium side. So yeah, there was a bit of cross-checking to do, and then I could probably show you here. I've got these are lands dropped.
Oh, you're there you go.
And by the way, you know, you gotta explain why you're in your car, because I mean, people probably popping up and
Well,
like,
I completely forgot, but
this car?
the wife booked in. We've got a little water issue where the grout's leaking in the bathroom, and I completely forgot the wife had a tile guy booked in this morning. So at 7:45, I was setting my office, everything was set up, all my notes were ready to go, and then the guy starts going crazy right next door to the office. So yeah, I got out of there. I didn't know. I went into our bedroom. It wasn't any better. The whole house is shaking. So I'm sitting in the car out in the carport. I can't hear him at the moment, so hopefully you guys can't either. But yeah,
No,
so that was a little hiccup, but it's all good.
Yeah.
These are the things we do.
Cool. And so to
I was
catch
nearly going to
everybody
go outside and sit with the dog, but
yeah. So
Yeah.
to catch everybody up that may have just came in that didn't know, the Lion Social Clubs, they did mint out. It's been about a week now, right? Over a week since you guys minted out.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's-
the
seems
19,
like a year, but
two-
it's probably a week
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, it's 2,500 of their NFTs. They had a promotional going to where if you minted 3 of the Lion Social NFTs, you would get a land drop to, how do you pronounce is it Valerian?
It's
Imperium.
Imperium.
Yeah, it's just an Italian U, you know, like the V, the Roman numeral or the Roman spelling of things. So it's Imperium, but the game spelling is done in a, because the game takes place as during that era. It's a real-time strategy game. So I can't wait for it. I cannot wait for it.
It looks amazing. I love the art
Yes.
on it too. Like, thank you so much for arranging that. Like, as a holder and a community member, that is so amazing. Like, I'm really excited about that.
From what I've seen, I remember there was a clip on it too. The game looked really good.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because as I've gotten to learn more about the guys from behind the game, they're and through Gavin explaining it, they are gamers and game developers crossing over to our side of crypto NFT. And
Romario actually is I'm not sure to what extent, but a semi-professional gamer. Like, he makes a bit of a living out of gaming, which probably a lot of people didn't realize. So he's really got his fingers in all those pies. So as soon as the game's up and going, he's going to have a lot of, not that I would know them, but well-known gamers and a lot of people from his community jump straight in. So I have no doubt the gaming side of it's going to be great. But it has been a long slog for the boys to get it off the ground into the NFT world, because it's been hard to explain, that because normally the NFT comes and then they try and make a game to fit those characters in, or it's, from what we're used to in our crypto world, it's been an NFT world. It's been a game coming off the back of a successful project. But this is the guys coming from gaming, going backwards into the NFT world, or backwards from our point of view. So
which I
people
think is
probably
what's
don't.
missing.
I think we're getting it across now how good this game's going to be, and how full on it'll be. It's really exciting. I've been pumped for 6 months more, trying to get it across. It's been so hard, especially when they picked up on the early fact that the Crow fam was the strongest community out there, and it wasn't even a Crow based project. So it's been hard cutting through, making people understand to buy an NFT like a land into a game in that order. People didn't get, but they're starting to get it now. Now that's why we've done the promo with Lion Social Club to get the lands out there, and it's hugely helped our project, and it's also got the Crow fam's eyes on Imperium. I think people are starting to understand how big it's going to be.
And as
I keep saying it. I keep saying it. If I knew I could say how big this project is, like, this game is huge, but this is actually just the start of this project. Like, from their point of view, Imperium's just going to be the first part. It's the
scope
I love. and beam they have, like, down the road, and it's not a long way down the road. It's massive.
It coming from gamers is the way games are played now. right? Like I got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, for instance, when it first came out, and I didn't quite finish it, but I put like 200 hours into the game, and I'm, running around like crazy. I stopped playing it for, life reasons so long that when I came back to play it and started it over, there are multiple seasons. It's a completely different game, but as from the gamer standpoint, I think it's what's been missing in the whole like play to earn game is games coming over and then incorporating crypto NFT. The possibilities of where this game is going to go are endless. And the fact that we have, somebody that's coming from the gaming world, building the game and then incorporating NFTs. I know that Ubisoft tried to do it with a first person shooter or something and it failed miserably, but that was so early into NFTs that I don't think that it was ready to be done yet. Now,
is this? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Is this footage from the actual? Is this actual gameplay right here?
This is gameplay. Yeah.
This is the gameplay. What kind of game is this?
Well, organizing it anyway. It's like almost
Yeah,
pre-gameplay, I suppose.
Getting it together. So what kind of game is this going to be? Where you build your own land castle and battle other players?
That's right. So you're trying to conquer the world of Olympus, which is all the lands together is called Olympus. As a gamer, you come from one particular fortress, which is there's up to 3 fortresses on a land. So as a gamer, you start from one fortress and then you build your army. You try and defeat the fortresses next to you, and you grow your army, and ultimately there will be one winner of the whole lands, and then they win a cash prize. But along the way, you earn onboard candy when they do the token launch of the imp. That's what you'll actually be earning within the game. For every battle, every conquest, every defeat, every attack, you'll be actually earning imp, and then the grand prize is also a large imp prize.
Nice.
Yes, and you can actually do it in you can form alliances, so you can win it as a group. You could actually form an alliance with 4 or 5 or multiple other gamers and win the whole thing and share the pool, become a stronger force. And I think there'll be a lot of guilds like approaching it that way, not being a single gamer, but being part of a team, which I like as well. You're not just in there by yourself.
That's very.
And as a landowner, though, which people need to differentiate, you can be a landowner and earn passive income from your land, because everything that happens on your land, you earn a percentage. And if the ultimate winner comes from your land, you also win 20% of the mass prize. But you don't actually have to be a gamer or even play the game as a landowner. You can just view it passively. But you could actually game from your land, or you could put a gamer or anyone you choose on your land. Or if you do neither of those, a gamer can just randomly choose your land to play from.
Nice. Yeah, that was going to be my question. Like, what benefits to how would they get their passive income by owning a land? So it's 20% of whatever happens on your
20%
land.
of every activity that comes through your land, and then 20% of any prizes along the way. There's also going to be in-game staking, so you can actually stake the land within the game. There's also when the lands are just before the game launches, all landowners will be given a chest, and so another NFT. This will have like a power in the game. It might increase your defense or your speed, or give you some wood or something. That will also be a tradable commodity, or you can invest into your land. There's dozens of ways to earn as a landowner, or as a gamer, or as both. So it's pretty wide ranging.
It's why we were so excited. Well, I was so excited, and why some people that actually could see the grand vision of what's happening were so excited that these were being offered, because that pushed the mint by a lot. I mean, people wanted to get in on that land deal, and with the 25% of the mint funds going into the community fund to be invested in return, you'll be holding your lines and collecting payments from that investment return. You'll have your land and collect, even if you don't ever play, just sitting there. Just if players end up on your land, you get 20% coming from there. I mean, everything that people minted and then received with the land deal and everything. I mean, short of voting for how we move forward, you just hold, just be a hodl monster. I mean,
Yes.
and your returns will come, and 100% of the royalties from the Lions goes back into the project. 50% goes to the development fund, and 50% goes into the community fund to further increase it. So Gavin and I don't make any money on the secondary sales, and we liked it that way because we've been telling our community since day one we're going to be building a project that we would invest in ourselves. We're not here to make money off of you guys. We're here to invest with you guys and build a project together that we all benefit from. And it's,
I've been buying Lions
me too.
just because
Me
I know
too.
the value. Like
I haven't been
I don't
doing
know if
it
a lot of holders do that. Like, and I'm not sweeping the floor. I'm like,
No,
I do the
Yeah,
maths. I see if I see one on the floor and I take off what I know is in the community fund, you know, roughly 100 crow and growing per NFT, then the price in my mind comes down further. And then I think about the fact that the 9% fee is going back into the funds, and I go, they're giving that. I've got to keep buying these. Like, why? And then I know I'm going to get the return.
Yeah.
Like, if I wasn't, I actually believe that if I wasn't like the founder, I would be buying more. I'm kind of like, no, mate, you can't buy any more.
Yeah.
I would be a natural whale in this project. So I'm just holding myself back because I know where it's going to go, you know?
Yeah. It's, you know, I want people to really hear and understand what he said. He's not sweeping the floor. The secondary pricing is people that sell it for cheap. They may just need the quick funds. They don't know what they're holding. And all that does is open the opportunities for people to get in at a lesser price point.
And I honestly think too, like people have to also take in consideration the value of the land. Like for us to only be, you know, 25% off mint, but the people that minted have got the land, I actually think we're above mint price. Like you have a separate asset in a different place. It's really the combined those two things. People forget that. So the people buying now aren't getting that. So that's another factor that I'm so impressed with where we're at. It's unbelievable.
So as where you guys stand right now, so you're waiting for you have a vote going on. Is it the vote going on in Discord?
It's going on Snapshot. I sent you a link to Twitter. Gavin. Jesus, Chaka, thank you.
Did you send it on the private chat or
no, in Twitter? I sent it to your
you need to vote for that as well. Yeah.
Okay, so they're gonna vote
if you've
for
got 3 lines, 6 lines, you get 3 votes or 6 votes. So I think you've got 6 or something. So yeah, 6 votes. You can spread them around. You can vote for 3 or 4 different people. If you don't know the people,
if you want to bring up
I would DM them and ask a question of them. But they're all. I'd be happy with any of those guys on the board. To be honest, it's a pretty good wide range of people.
Yeah, you can bring up the link or click the link if you want, Chaka. If we're keeping the vote, it's totally private. Nobody can see who's winning. It's done. We're keeping it that way so that there's no influence one way or the other on votes. You vote for who you believe that is going to be best benefit the board and the community, and
so these are the people running right here.
Yes, those are all our nominations.
That's all their Discord names, and that's who's voted down the bottom there.
Okay, nice.
But ultimately, when the vote finishes, all the wallets will actually show themselves, and you'll see the vote, and you'll see which wallets voted for who, I believe, or how many they voted for. It's a normal snapshot. I think a lot of communities use a snapshot system, but yeah, so we've got a lot of candidates, which is cool because the top 5 will be on the board. And the thing that I like ultimately is these people aren't just being thrown the keys to the community fund. These people are the ones that come up with, you know, multiple plans, 2, 3, 4 plans, depending on the vote. And then it goes back to the community. So everyone has their own personal say on each individual purchase as well. So it's like a 2-layered thing. The board will come up with the ideas. Me and Doc will take a look, make sure everything looks fine, and that'll go back to the community, and then everyone votes on that. So it'll happen quickly. Like this will take 4 days, but once we get the system running smoothly, I wouldn't expect more than 48 hours max to vote on each
we
proposal,
also-
and we can action
also
those pretty much
have-
instantly.
Mm-hmm.
In the chat in Discord, we have the Lions Social Club strategy group. That isn't some special thing that you have to do something to be involved in. We kept
You
it
just wanna
separate
be
so
in
that
it.
people that want to come up with ideas can have a conversation. So if anybody who wants that role, that has ideas and thoughts, let us know. Just
We probably
DM
how many we
for-
got in there, Doc? Probably 35 or more.
Yeah, and the
And
board
I
will
tell
be.
you, I just jump in there. The level of the ability and the level of knowledge in that group's awesome. I've made quite a few buys just off people talking about things and recommending things in there, just personal buys, because we're going to have some great things to choose from because the guys are really switched on. So if any of those guys end up on the board, we're going to be in good shape.
Yeah, and anybody who wants to be a part of it can be. Just let us know. Shoot us a DM, general chat, ping us, whatever. And it's just a role that we add, and you'll be able to see the strategy group. The more ideas we have in there, the more the board can pick from this pool of ideas on what they think is a great, option or to move forward. And
And like Doc said, it's not an elitist thing. If you got one line and you got a good opinion, you're in.
I will tell you, you can be kicked out of it just as easy. It's not a place to have arguments about what is better. It's a whiteboard where we're all sitting around a table putting up ideas. There's no bad ideas, so we don't want any conflict in there about different strategies or ideas or investments. It's just the board is elected by the community to go through all these different ideas and say, okay, we like these 5. And then Gavin and I will say, okay, well, these 2 won't work with what we have planned in the future. So these 3, we'll put it to a vote. And so
we haven't kicked anyone out yet, though, have we, Doc?
No. I just wanted to make sure and put that out there. We'll let anybody in. But if you come in there and start like chewing somebody out or calling them stupid because they had some idea, we'll just boot you right out. It's that simple.
Just normal respect. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys are moving along nicely. You got the mint out. Now you're electing the community's electing a board, and it will be soon before the board starts making decisions on where the money goes, right? So everything's these wheels are turning, everything's going.
Yeah. And the website will be up within 24 hours. And so will the Git book. I think the Git book is actually available now. So keep your eyes peeled in the announcements for that, because Des went to sleep. So I don't want to act. I mean, I woke up this morning or this afternoon. I hadn't even cleared the sleep out of my eyes yet. And I looked at my phone, and then I just went on this tangent that didn't even make much sense. I was talking in circles. So it's best to wait for the professional. He's the guy that's put all this together. I'm going to wait for him because I've got to make a rule for myself. If y'all see me in the chat and all of a sudden I'm just spewing nonsense, I probably just woke up and say, Doc, put your phone down, grab a smoke, grab a Red Bull, and then come back and let's talk about this. Because my brain takes a minute to activate anyways. And then even when it's running at its optimal, it's still less than it used to be. So
your excitement levels, as soon as you open your eyes, your excitement levels are straight to 100.
Yes.
Relax.
I wonder how that's got to be awesome just to wake up and be like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say what's up if you just came into the chat. Original man, appreciate you being here. He says he or she says, "Hey Doc, it's Obedient Owl."
Hey bud,
LF Grow, and we also have D Engineer or 3 Engineer. Let's go. Appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Really get this video, get more eyes on this video. Really helps out.
Chaka, if you have any questions for Huddle Monster, I wanted him to come on as a so people could put a face to the name for our ambassador. He's out, chilling the project and tweeting and stuff. So,
Huddle Monster, I have seen a lot of your tweets and stuff out. Congratulations on is this a newly appointed role?
It's recent.
In the last week or so, is it? Yeah.
Original Man says he. I guess I should have known from Original Man, but you never know these days.
Yeah.
He's
after
basically self-appointed because he's probably been doing the the role of an ambassador from almost day one, I would say.
Yeah.
So what are you most excited for there, Hollow Monster, with the project and the progress? You know, how
I
are you
mean,
feeling?
man, coming from like a community perspective, like these guys are absolute legends. Like when I heard them in a space, like I was straight into the Discord, and it's like you don't hear that. You don't hear the passion from the founders where they want to be involved. They're spending all hours of the day communicating with the group and DMing me, and we're talking about stuff. It's really refreshing to have founders like that are willing to put their neck on the line and actually be involved in the community, which I think is really cool. Their ideas for the DAO, the strategy group is really cool, because a lot of places are gated, man. I'm in a lot of Discords where you have to be a certain, you have to hit all these marks to suddenly be in their alpha group and then try and learn. Not all of us are like alpha geniuses, and it's everyone is at a different place, so I think it's really cool to be able to be involved in that process. I think the land's amazing. I think this new mint that we have coming out, whenever that comes out, is going to be amazing too. I don't expect anything less from you guys, and I'm just happy to be here, guys. Like, seriously, you pump me up every day. I'm really impressed with your grinding and just love for the community, man. We can feel it, man. So I really appreciate it. I haven't felt like this about a project in a really long time. Like, honestly, I'm in so many Discords. Most of them don't even get my time because there's no community in it. Nobody cares. They're just there GMing and GNing and, they're trying to grind for levels or something. But I think we have something special there. It is a Lion Social Club. Everyone's in there to be positive and to support each other. And that's the community I want to be a part of. And I'm just really glad that I was able to find you guys and be a part of it, man. It's just really exciting for me.
That's
well,
awesome.
we're super excited to have you.
Talking to Doc, like that was our number one thing, and Doc was really pushing that, and I was 100% on board. It needs to be, as much of it as humanly possible, needs to be driven by the community, and that's not the community of Wales or half a dozen guys that are ruling the roost. It needs to be from everyone. That's why it's 2 layered. Like, we're getting, well, 3 layered really. We've got a strategy group that anyone can be a part of.
Yeah.
With one line, you're in there, you're making ideas, and then we're going to have the board, which actually will sort those ideas out, and then we put them back to the community again, and you vote on it. And it sounds a bit litigious, but once it's all up and running smoothly, it's only going to take 24 or 48 hours for each of those things to happen. And then everyone will have, you might vote for something and it might not get up, but you're going to have input on every single thing we do with that fund. And then ultimately it'll be coming back to you guys. So you need to have a voice, no matter if you have 100 lines or 1. There's no way you won't be heard, because
I got tired of being the little guy that didn't get heard. Yeah. My 3 NFTs
we are those little guys in other projects. So we know what it's like, don't we, Doc? Like, we're little guys in other projects. I've whaled into some projects, but also not, and just had a few of another project. And I don't like the disparity. Like, if you own 1 share, 1 line, 1 anything, you don't care any less. Like, you want to be heard, So I'm sure having these 3 avenues to be heard, you're going to feel like you're getting your point of view across, and that's because you will be getting your point of view across.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of answers D107 in the chat. Appreciate you being here. He or she kind of had a question. What's a good amount of Lions to own?
There's 2 answers to that. Any amount is a good amount, because you're going to be getting a return from the community fund investments. So you will be getting a return on your single investment. But if you break it down into simple math, and I'm not trying to push you to go out and buy this many, but if you own 25 Lions, you get 1% of all the returns. There's 2,500. There's 2,500 Lions, so 1% will go to you. So you do the math.
That's only for the OCD people out there. But
but like Gavin said, I mean, from having 1 or 25, you still get a vote, and your voice will be heard.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah,
so I guess it just depends on your strategy.
Exactly. So, yeah. Well,
Cool, man. Anything else
I know
you guys would like to go over?
Wait. Who is D107? I swear I know that it's a different name. Who? Oh God, it's driving me nuts. Oh, my brain doesn't work. It doesn't matter. I know that person from somewhere.
Disconnected.
Maybe
Yeah.
around in the community. Anything else you guys would like to go over? I can't wait. Like you already mentioned, he said yes. Guess it's me.
Who's me?
Yeah.
That's the
You do.
You do know.
Who's on first?
yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the website. That's
Yes.
awesome. Now,
So they're
now
the
that
big things that people need to keep an eye out for this week. Is get on the website, check that out as soon as it comes out. But make sure, because that's one thing I do say. If you don't vote on the board, I don't want to hear you whinging about who's on the board next week. Like,
Right.
you only have a say if you use it. So if you've got a line, vote.
Yeah. We're not the
first thing.
United
Don't whinge
States
about
government.
anything later on because the board's no good. You can probably do that if you voted, but if you don't vote, don't bother. So everyone needs to vote. We've still got a couple of hours, I think, to win the Boober comp, and then we'll work out what we're going to do with that. So jump on there if you haven't. And then next week, look out for our first investment decisions because, same thing. I don't want anyone whinging about the direction we go if they haven't voted. So that'll be up, and then we can vote on that, and things will really start happening. Once we have the funds invested, then I'll be doing a weekly update on exactly what we have invested, what we've got back that week. But there's a lot of things we're going to have to vote on initially. One of them will be how often we do the returns. One of them will be what percentage of the actual pool we return. So that's on top of the individual investment. So there's going to be a few votes coming up in the next few weeks. Yeah. Not just the outlay, but also how and when the money's returned. So we've got a lot of things to go through there. So it's going to be pretty busy from a Discord voting perspective. So if you ever want to be engaged, this next 3 or 4 weeks is going to be a lot of decisions made, that'll really predict or influence how we go for the next few months.
Yeah. And the board members communicate with the community, right? That's good. Yeah. They're gonna.
Well, they're all
Gavin and I are going to be busy.
Ask them a question about anything. We'll be discussing things openly on there before and during the vote. Like people, if we put a vote up and there's these 3 options, I expect 100 questions in there. Why this? Why that? How's this work? And then
we're always open to answer questions. But as these votes are taking place, Gavin and I are going to be, finalizing where we're going to go for the artwork for we're going to be doing stuff in the background, but we're not going to disappear from the Discord either. But as far as like the voting stuff goes and the ideas and stuff, the reason the board is there is so that Gavin and I can continue to do what we need to do to move forward on the overarching project direction. And then
I'll be honest, a lot of these, whatever they are, because we don't even know what they are yet, but a lot of these decisions or directions to vote on where the money goes, the board members are going to know more about it than us, because a lot of these are going to be, they're little babies. They'll probably push us in directions that they know all about and they have an insight into, and so I'll feel confident they're the correct way to go. So a lot of those questions about particular investments will be best ran by the people putting them up. So that's
and please understand what I'm about to say. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I want to make sure and point this out very clearly. We are not the U.S. government. Okay, we are an NFT project. If you don't vote, I don't want to hear any whining. We're not going to let you riot in the streets and then be like, it's okay, freedom of speech. This is an NFT project. If you didn't vote, that's your bad. I don't want to hear any scuffle. Vote. You have a voice. Use it. Please, please. It's important. One lion or 100 lions, it doesn't matter. If you don't vote, then how can you expect to have anything be heard or be done?
Right. And because there's 5 positions up for grabs, one position might get half the vote, but those bottom positions, I reckon it'll come down to a vote or 2. So, if you're only voting for 2, you might go, oh, well, my vote won't count. When it's out to 5, I think every vote's going to count,
Yeah.
It'll be pretty close in those couple of bottom spots, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because I looked at the how many have we got there? I can't remember, but it's very hard to vote because
15 or 16. Yeah.
I don't think anyone there isn't worthy of being on the board. So it's going to be close because there's no just like standouts. This is the guy. It's a very good representation.
Yeah.
So your guys' Discord is going to be popping for the next few days.
I believe
it's going to be busy in there.
Yeah.
Whenever
Absolutely.
your website comes up, are you guys going to announce it on the Twitter, or
Yeah.
is it going to be? Is there going to be a
We'll
link
tweet
on the
it.
Twitter
We'll
also?
we'll tweet
will
it.
be.
Discord. It'll be in a link tree. In fact, I need to get on that. That's my bad. I'll have a link tree up for the Lion Social Club Twitter account today. But all of the links will be up and active, and then we'll announce it both in Discord and on Twitter.
Okay, so what links do you have right now in your link tree? You guys have the Discord. You're going to have the website. Are there any other ones? Any other socials?
Twitter,
For
Instagram.
Social Club?
I have an Instagram account.
Instagram. Okay, cool. I didn't know that.
And I really use that. I'm running that. I really just use that to put up great looking lines, to be honest. It's just to show us your lines. So initially I was nearly every single mint I was putting up there because they're all awesome. But now that there's 1,000 of them every day, it's been a bit more difficult. But yeah, if you want your line on Instagram, just DM me or shout me out on Twitter and I'll stick it up there because it's a nice little gallery of a lot of lines on there.
And for the Lion Social Club link tree, it'll be all Lion Social Club specific things. And it's not a knock towards anybody else, but Gavin and I are active in the communities on our own. Gavin's going to have a link tree that's going to have a link to Imperium. I've got one that's got a link to Boomer Squad and Monk Finance on my personal stuff. Our personal stuff is, on our Twitter. We'll have links to other things that we're involved in, but Lion Social Club will have all just the Lion Social Club links and all socials that are tied to it. So it's.
I don't think we won't have a huge amount of people seeking us out because we're so easy to find. You've only got to jump in the Discord and you'll get answered like probably straight away. So
yeah,
we're pretty easy to find. But yeah, that'll all be there, so you can find our LinkedIn and all our other connections as well. For sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Have we talked about? Have we went over? Is there any particular time that you guys are looking at for Imperium to come out, or is that in the future down the line, not planned yet?
Well, the beta game is being released on the 20th. I think it's nailed down to the 20th now. So that'll
February?
be 20th of February. Yeah,
it'll be a beta test.
200 people to get in and try the game on a reduced level to reduce capacity. And then the guys have, and the devs have told the guys, and the guys have told me that it'll be roughly 2 months from then to the genuine game release. So that's only 2 months after that.
Chaka, are you a game?
Candy have told us it'll probably only take 2 weeks after the better version of the game, because they really want to see that, because we had an unnamed disaster in the gaming world a month ago with the Wars token. So they want a good workable version that they're happy with. So that's great, because that's them ticking a box to make sure everything's okay. So as soon as the better version's released, they want to check that out themselves as well as the rest of the community. So 2 weeks after that is expected for the token release. So 20th is the better version of the game. Beta. I keep saying better. It'll be better than most, but I think it's a better version. So 20th of February, then 2 weeks after that, roughly, will be the token launch, and then another month and a half, 2 months after that will be the full game release. So it's going to happen pretty quick once we start ticking some boxes off.
Yeah,
nice.
Are you a gamer, Chaka?
I game, but not as much as I used to. I still enjoy some games here and there.
Because I thought about, like, for me personally, I was trying to see about maybe getting myself a beta spot, but I don't play enough. I'm kind of where you're at. So I think my son went in and met with the guys. My 21-year-old, he's a huge gamer and knows just a smidgen about crypto NFT stuff. I haven't heard from him if he got a spot in there or not, but he, opened a ticket, went through the whole process with them and talked with them.
Get a spot.
But I want, we need people that don't know anything about games, but then people that only know about games, and then a couple people right in the middle. Because my son's opinion.
To my next question, how would they try to be a beta? It's in the Imperium Discord.
We do have a bunch of spots to give away, which we have to do probably next week as well. So
we've got one that if anybody who tweeted about the Boomer Squad competition and put it out there and then copied the link of the tweet and put it in our Lion Social Club tweets, I'm going to take everybody who put out at least one tweet about the Boomer Squad vote, put them on a list, and then just random number generate, and they're going to win a spot in the beta.
We
So
might have
there
to
is
do a
one going to
tweet.
be.
I think we could. I only just thought of this. We could do a because honestly, I do have a bunch of spots to give away. We could do, you know, where you do the old on the back of the cereal packet, 25 words or less. Tell us why you love this. Maybe we could do something as simple as that, but on Twitter, because it'll be a good promo. 25 words or less, or tell us why you want to play the beta version of the game. We'll just pick off the top 10 or something and give them a spot. I think we could do something like that.
Yeah. Well, we'll
And
come
then
up
we'll
with some.
hand
Keep
out
your
a
eyes
few
peeled.
more. Obviously, our
Well-
board. I'm going to give our board members one. There will be a few other ways, but we need to have a few different ways of doing that. We need to do that today and tomorrow, Doc. Organize how we're going to do that.
Okay.
You guys are going to be super busy.
Dude,
Yes.
You guys are going to be super busy.
yeah.
Hey, so an hour has flown by once again. You know, I know you guys got
amazing.
the Kite in Nature, or
Yeah, it's in a half an hour.
Chitheads Radio.
Yeah.
When is it?
It's good.
It's
Half
in
an
a half
hour.
an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was PST. Yeah, I'll definitely be checking that out.
Thing. I scheduled that with him like 2 weeks ago, and then when he showed me the banner, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I think I double booked. I had to, because I thought it said PST too, and I thought
So
I don't know. You know me.
D107 is asked if he had any game previews. Gavin does on his Twitter right here, and also
There's a good video and there's a few good pics there. But
and
yeah,
I
jump on the Imperium Discord and the Imperium Twitter as well. Like
And-
there's heaps of stuff in there.
And
Sneak
iGame,
peeks and announcements.
if you were more active in JCI Discord, buddy, you would have known that if you minted some lions, you could have got a land drop, brother. Just saying. I love your face off, dude.
I don't know if it means anything on the land, but my land has a nice river running through it, so I'm hoping. I
That's
saw
gonna
that and
be
I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Any resources, if you look closely enough, if you have a mountain tile, if you zoom into the picture, you can actually see little deposits of like minerals or ore and stuff. Trees will be good. You know, it's your standard like empire building stuff. You're going to need like probably stone, iron, gold, and the whole 9 yards. Like, I mean, all that stuff's there. And I noticed that a while back. I tweeted it actually. I used a photo editor and circled all
I
of my
think you're the
little
first person to see the gold and that from the general community. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was like, yes. So,
That's awesome.
But anyway, Chaka, I think we covered everything, buddy. I mean, it's been an hour, but yeah, I mean, we're going to have constant updates.
You know what we didn't cover? We didn't cover the thumbnail. What did you think about that thumbnail? I got to put that up here really quick.
I love it. I thought maybe if we got a picture of Gavin, we could throw him up like flying across the back.
I was gonna put
this way.
Gavin like right here somewhere, but I was like, I couldn't get his picture to come out clear enough, so I was like, I'll just do it with that.
Yeah. Well, but I love it. We'll work on it because that would be super fun.
Well, I appreciate
Did you see,
guys
just stop
coming.
on that line there, because that's the best line. That's the best king out there. I think everyone's agreed. Is that right, Doc? Is this the best king?
Absolutely not. There's no way. I mean, it's a good
his
one.
bags.
It's a good one, but the IPFP, I still, Gavin and I have been talking about it. Look, the legendaries, the one of ones have two traits, right? If you go to my PFP, it is the only lion clothing. There is only one, but I have all normal traits. So
are you passionate about this, Doc?
I'm confused. I've never seen an NFT that has only one trait. Just one. There's no other king clothing lions out there. They don't exist, but yet it's not
You're the
like
king.
a one of one.
Right? You're the king. It's okay. But what I will say, what I like about my line, that line there that you're showing is actually mine, which I bought on the secondary with an offer, which I was surprised to get, is that's the lowest ranked king. So I like to think of myself as a man of the people. And Doc is like, he's the number one king. So he's like the king of the kings. You know, you probably wouldn't get near Doc. You'd have to bow to his feet. But I'm just out there with the regular folk.
You're in the market buying the fruits and vegetables.
Look at my shirt. I don't even look like a king. I've got the old shirt from the laundry basket, but I just happen to be a king. So I'm like the king that wasn't meant to be, but you know, I'm there anyway.
There you go. That's a very humble king right there. Very humble king.
I'm not poncing around me fancy robe and me bloody. I bloody,
Yeah, go
what do you
to
call it,
my
monocle. I'm a
my
man of the people.
Chaka, my Twitter account. You'll see what I mean there. It's there you go.
Too fancy.
Original Man asked, is game going to be released on, is it just PC or is it going to be on the phone also?
Well, I originally thought it's going to be both. That's for sure. I originally thought the PC version was coming out. Well, I think it was definitely coming out first, and then the mobile version coming out a fair way down the track, maybe months. But I think they're trying to do it at the same time now. But there will definitely be both versions at some time.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
So I got to say,
because I realized that that's the way to go. You want people standing in line waiting to buy a hot dog, playing their game. So it'll definitely be on both versions.
So Doc, I got to say, your lion looks like the type of lion where you're going to have people carry you around town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny.
You're not just going to walk.
Crypto Chad, right? Like he's been in, spaces and everything. He made the comment the other day. I was in a space with, I don't remember what space it was, but he goes, yeah, that's my boy Doc Hunt there with the lion with the rooster hair. Because when it's the PFP and it's in the space, it looks like it's got rooster hair. I'm like, no. It was so defeating.
You shouldn't have said that, Doc. Now I'm going to start calling you the Rooster King. Yeah, perfect.
It was only a matter of time before you heard it. Crypto Chat says it every time now.
The Rooster King.
No.
All right, fella. Everybody in chat, I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yes.
I'm going to jump in that space.
And just quickly, that question where it says cell phone, PC, or console.
Yes.
One of the very exciting bits of news, which I can't say anything about, is the last word. So we don't want to say anything about that, though.
Oh. You gonna leave it like that? That's actually well, shit.
Well, I'm not allowed to talk about that.
That threw me off right there. That's interesting. All right, fellas. So you got there. It's what, in about a half hour, 25 minutes. You guys are gonna be in a Twitter space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
it's been Jesse there in the shit video.
Trial guy, see if he's finished destroying the house. Maybe I can do that from my office.
Auto Monster, it was great to put a face to the name, my friend. Thanks for coming on with us, man.
I appreciate it.
It's something that when I first became an ambassador, the first time I was ever an ambassador was for Boomer Squad, and they let me come on all like Chaka's shows and TX Tornado's shows, and it made me feel like I was more than just a community member with a title. And I wanted to make sure you knew that as well. Like you represent us out in Twitter. And
how many windows can we get on here, Chaka?
I can have up to 10, but honestly, I can have a lot more than that because I can have up to 10 here.
We should do a space where we fill it up with all our guys.
I don't think it'd
be a good chat.
Our mods and our board.
Everyone.
Yeah. It's funny. The more we get, the smaller the square gets. So we'll all have like little tiny squares.
So I should get rooster hair.
You should.
But
I can have up to 10, but we can also do a Discord live, and you can have up to many there and connect that as one of the screens too. So I can have
have everyone
people.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Right. Well, I appreciate you guys. I'll be in the Twitter space. Once again, it was a good talking to you guys, and this right here, that last part of this question, they can't talk about. So, all right. Well, you guys all have a good one. If you're, thanks for hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you guys.
All right.
So you guys
love everybody's faces off.
Yeah.
See you guys. Appreciate it.
All right,
hey, Gavin, you gonna tell them to pet their dog?
Yes. Say hi to your mom. Go and pet your dog. Keys to life.
For sure.
Love you,
all right, fellas.
All right, guys. See you later.
Chaka Crypto, you're entering the Chaka verse. Chaka Crypto, welcome to the Chaka